Be with you in a while. Just dig the music a little. I'll be with you in just a moment. Yeah.
From Tahiti.
This guy.
Yes, so good night and welcome again to Talk Your Talk. All glory and honor to the Most High Yahuwah through His Son Yahushua HaMashiach. Be at peace and be blessed, you and your household. Now tonight this video will be very short because it will be short. Now, a thought came to my mind this evening about our ancestors. As you can see in the here, you can see on the screen, I said to respect your ancestors and live in love, because that is what I thought about. Because when I look back and I think about all the things that most of our ancestors did for us to have a better life, fundamentally, the struggle was all about us getting together and be strong, living together in love. That was the whole idea of all the struggles, and sticking together in unity. And once we did that, they knew that, our ancestors knew that, once we did that, they knew that nothing could stop us, you know. But it's funny is that we started coming together, and then after certain struggles we fell apart again. And I think at this point, at this juncture, it is worse, you know. It is worse because what is happening is that for over a period of years, what had been happening is that the evil system have a tendency to put other things in place when they destroy most of our livelihood and stuff like that, and the way how we want to live. They destroy a lot of things about us, our music and a lot of stuff like that. So when they destroy, they replace it with different things, and when they replace it, most of us follow up. So currently, as it is now, a vast majority of our people who may be strong and supposed to be wise and stuff, their whole objective in life is about money. You know, something they could lose in one split second. You could lose everything. You see, most of our life these days are like that. We have our women showing no respect to our ancestors. Our men likewise doing the same. Women showing their bodies all over the place. Exposing themselves in this disrespectful way. Committing all kind of deeds that our ancestors will frown upon. You see some of our strong men being things like homosexuals. Our strong women and beautiful women being things like lesbians. And all these foolish things we adopt. That was not the plan of our ancestors. And every day we talk about our ancestors. We commemorate their birth, we commemorate their death, we commemorate their lives, we build statues for them, and we try to say that we showing respect to them. But then the way we live our life, it's a completely different story. We are not showing respect to our ancestors when we live the way we live. So for most of you, it comes just like if their struggle were in vain. And that is really sad. It is sad because everything they taught you do everything completely different. It's like fake. Everything about you is fake. Most of you. Everything you guys do, most of you guys are fake. Everything fake. Everything is just for a show. If you have African History Month or African Day or whatever it is, everything for you are fake. It's a show. It's a show for you. It's not serious, and your enemies know that. You understand? So they have no problem with that. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to stop these things. We have to be serious. We have to put our lives in order. We have to put our lives in order in such a way, you understand, that we will make, if our ancestors come back here now, we will make them proud. We have to live that way. They are the ones who carry the torch. You understand? I hear a lot of people say, mostly misled younger folks, saying those were the old times. Now it's new times. But it's funny because after times, when you reach a certain age, you'll realize how times never really change. You see, most of the time you run out hot and sweaty when you're young. I know, I've been there. And you think that the world will change in so much ways after a period of time. And then you reach 20, you reach 30, you reach 40, you're going, and you realize that the world don't really change. It's just because I'm seeing people doing things and acting the same way, this very same stupid way I used to see people acting when I was a kid. What is the change? And as a matter of fact, most of the time you see a lot of people, instead of they get a little wiser, they seem to get dotish as they get older. I don't know, it happens, right? And then if you're gonna look at one section of the world of the earth, how things going, maybe in relation to technology, then you could see that there are a lot, there are a lot of if you look at the way how technology had been going for the past number of years, you will see that there was a change and there is a development. But then at the end of the day, what did it actually do for the betterment of life for every individual on the face of the earth? Nothing. Because if you look at it, with all technology, you get more planes, you get more airports, you get more everything. But then it have a lot of people without housing, it have a lot of people without food, starving all over the face of the earth. You have all these things. So with all the technology that come about, with all the money, you hear one person making all these billions of dollars, you hear people making all these lands, you hear people having, then what did it do for a betterment of humanity? Absolutely nothing. And that is the absolute truth. Somebody might, let me tell you something, somebody might come and tell me, yeah, well, you do a lot for certain people because they do so. Let me tell you this. The human race, let's put it like a squad on the battlefield. The speed of the squad was never the speed of the fastest man in the squad. It's the speed of the slowest person. So when the squad moving, the speed of the slowest man is the speed the whole squad will go. And even the platoon too. The slowest person. You understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. You could have 10,000 people eating and they're well fed and they're rich. But then if you have 40,000 people without food, the same 10,000 people that have food and it is like they're starving too. You see, when everybody is happy, when everybody have an equal share and everything is balanced in nature, you see, not everything is not balanced, and unless that happens, you could never feel happy, you could never be happy in this world. You can't consider yourself rich when you have a lot of poor people out there. You can't. You understand? Because for one, if you have a lot of people without, just typical example, you have a lot of people out there that don't have nothing to eat and they're hungry and their family starving, and you have a lot and you don't share with them, you have to go fearing, because they, out of the hunger, they might come with a gun and shoot you down and take what you have. But if everybody have and everybody is comfortable and happy, then nature is balanced, everything is level, and we're good to go. That is what our ancestors were fighting for. And our ancestors were fighting for, like, our people. And I'm talking about other people. I'm talking about our people could come together, live in a particular way, right? And help develop our community. Everybody get together and develop our community. That was the objective of the struggle. It wasn't an objective for a few people to get rich in our society and play it better than the others. It was never like, it was never that. You understand? But I guess a lot of people in our community, we know definitely they went astray. Yes, they went astray. They get bribed. It's like Judas all over again. You understand? It's like they get bribed with wealth, and if you give me this or if you give me that, then I will give you that. You know? No integrity anymore. You know, it's a sad case, but that is it. And the same people who live in that way and scorning their own people, jumping up and say, yeah, we have African Liberation Day, and today's a big holiday for us, and we have African History Month, and with this, and we have Martin Luther King Day. Joke, you're making, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite straight. And you know you're a hypocrite. And one day you'll pay for that. You see? See, the whole thing about it, and then this life is not a joke. Most people think it's a joke, but it's no fun. And let's put it on like this. Suppose one day, right, you have to meet your ancestors. You get the opportunity to meet your ancestors, and you have to dine with them. Like after you die, then you end up in a place and you meet your ancestors. And when you meet your ancestors now, it will determine for you, well, how you live your rest of eternity, how you live, because you have to go through your ancestors, because they are the ones who create the laws, they are the ones who set the pace for you. So you have to meet your ancestors, and you die, and you end up in this place, and all your ancestors sit around a table, and they put on and they ask you how you live. What would you tell them? You buy a bus, you buy a car, you get a doctorate, a 2 houses and a piece of land. Yeah, you could tell them that. But then they will ask you, so what, with all this thing you get, what did you contribute to your people? And then you start biting your hand. You understand? What you contribute, what you did. I mean, because if you have a house, your house have 10 rooms. Your ancestors will look at it like that. Your house have 10 rooms, 10, 15 rooms. Then how many rooms were occupied with your people? Oh yes, and I had 5 cars. Okay, so how many used to drive at a time? 1. And what the others used to be doing? They pack up. But then you have people walking the street. You understand what I'm saying? So you see, that will be the standard by which you will be judged. That is how nature will judge you. As a matter of fact, if nature have to judge, that is how nature will judge you. That is how the Most High Yahuwah will judge you. That is how your ancestors will judge you. You understand? The question is how you live. Every time you do something wrong, or you slight somebody, or you think you're better than somebody, those are things that will be going down in judgment for you. I know most of you, a lot of you go to church even and walk around with Bible in their hand and maybe keeping Sabbath and whatever Sabbath is this, and going to church on every Sunday. But I know definitely that you all don't believe in the Most High Yahuwah. I know that. And you see, that is something you have to really look into yourself and find out if that is the case. Okay? So I'll see you in our next video. So think about it. I will most definitely see you in another video, and be blessed and respect our ancestors. Let us live in love and respect our ancestors. Be at peace. Give praises to the Most High Yahuwah through His Son Yahushua, and let us live in love. Peace and love, my brethren. I'm out.